Hi, everybody. Hope you were doing well. Just wanted to do another myth busting segment, hopefully quick, because most of you, I'm sure, know this. Okay, so the myth is eating fat makes you fat. If you were raised, or if you were a teenager in the 70s and 80s, which I think most of us were, we were told by the world, the government, the food industry, that fat was bad for you because it had 9 calories per gram as opposed to carbs and protein, which have 4 calories per gram, or milligram. Is that right? Someone needs to correct me. Anyway, but we were told that in the 80s. So that was the advent of all of the snack food that was low in fat and high in crazy processed crap, refined flour and sugar. And that's the kind of the time frame where Pritikin was a very popular diet in 1980, and that was when the government changed the standard American diet to say basically fat is bad, and they lowered the amount of fat. That has been reversed now in 2015. They changed that back to the healthy fats are, higher number of servings, but the sad standard American diet is still not healthy. That was basically in the time frame too where obesity just skyrocketed, especially in our children. So fat is much needed. It doesn't make you fat, and it doesn't cause heart attacks. Those are both myths. Fat is essential to our health, and it is one of the ways our body can burn energy, fuel, create energy. One is through glucose. The other is through fat. So anybody on here my hair looks lovely today. Oh, just worked out, sorry. Anyone here who's on a keto diet can add more about how awesome good fats are for you. Of course, we're not talking about any kind of fat. We are talking about the good kind of fats. And I think I'm going to do a whole separate segment on that because there's so much information about vegetable oil and, Crisco back in the day, which is actually created as an industrial solvent. It's not even supposed to be ingested. It's like toxic. We all know hydrogenated oil or trans fats are horrible for us. So anyway, I'll do a whole separate segment on that. But your body cannot absorb nutrients without a certain amount of fat. So if you are restricting your fat intake, you are missing out. And I still feel like there are some diet programs. This is just me. And I know some of you are on some of these programs. But I think like Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, some of the standard diets that are very popular still restrict fat because of the calories. And I do not agree with that. So I think in, avocado, all the healthy coconut oil, olive oil, all those healthy fats, I think are really good for you. And it helps create an environment where your body learns to burn fat as fuel instead of just glucose. So anyway, it's a win-win. It adds to satiety. It makes you, feel fuller longer if you're having a fat and a protein. It just holds you over a lot longer. Let's see, was there anything else? Fat needed to absolve. Anyway, nope, that's the myth. Eating fat makes you fat. That is not true. So I hope all of you know that. And I will do a whole separate segment on good fats versus bad fats because that's a little more in depth. Anyway, have a great day, everyone.